Good evening. This name is for the painting. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Before we begin with the peace and stress relief, professional as well as personal environment. And my last week has been entirely stressful, and I'm just really paying gratitude. Like I was able to overcome, major stress. So only one of them is, breathing and then, doing the thing. So it's always tap mind. So if you are also going through the similar situation, so I would highly recommend you please continue these self-healing sessions. And do not miss anything if you have missed also. Please catch up in as soon as possible. Try to finish this painting you can see on the screen. So that is called the green mountain. And that is, symbol of the, peaceful and mindful state. And we are painting the similar theme. So right now it is episode 3 and the finishing. And if anything is remaining, I'll create a video upload in the evening. So our target is to finish it. And if anything is slightly, highlighted extra is remaining, that I will do this in episode. So thank you so much. Let's start the self-healing. So let's continue today's live stream. So I hope you are having a good time this week. I already told you. For me, it was really hectic and entire week and even today also. But somehow because I have postponed it many times, so this is the first time happened. Normally, I do not postpone, especially my live sessions wherever I'll take it. Okay, but this is the first time happened. The reason was this particular painting, I want to really bring out that, feeling zone. You're really going and watching the mindfulness. So with the stress condition, I don't want it to take session, if I'm, so chances are I'll pass that. So that is the reason I was postponing it. So today is episode 3, just to, quickly refresh that. In episode 1, we started with the base, and in episode 2, we have done the sketch, and also we have painted this bamboos part and the background as well as these leaves also. And today's session is a final session that is also very useful because you will be learning so many techniques with respect to the water flow, lightning, and then giving a different shade, bringing a bokeh effect. So there are so many elements we are going to paint it today. So I hope we'll complete that everything in the episode 3. So let's, quickly, arrange my camera and we can start it. So we'll start that quickly. Okay, so this is what. So let me apply some technique where, we can try to finish it in today episode. So if you remember, these are 3 pebbles. We are going to do that. and this particular is a candle, and remaining is a water flow. Here bokeh effect will come, and here that water flowing, right? It is then different reflections will be coming along with one flower is also here. So there are so many elements for today. So let's start painting one by one. Okay, so I'm going to take black first. I'm not going to take any other color, because what happens if I'm not able to complete it? So that color goes waste. Otherwise, I have to utilize that somewhere. So I'll take only what I'm painting right now. So I'll start with the black. I'm taking some water, and I'll give the first layer for the pebbles. So pebble represent, balance. So that is a specific, term in the, mindfulness also, and even there are different techniques also come. So basically pebble represents the balance. If you might be wondering, everywhere if you are going in spa, why do they use pebbles? Pebble is also being used for the therapies and specific treatment, muscles related stress, etc. So different, cultures are having a different elements of the pebble, and especially in the Asian countries, pebble light, etc., it is more those type of treatment, related to the stress. And even one of the treatment which is Asian only, so there they use a pebble only for the treatment. Within India we have a different, techniques for the stress relief in Ayurveda, and there they don't use pebble, they use potli, it is called, that that is based on the cloth. And all these elements actually, all if you try to correlate everything, you'll see the nature element, whatever you do in any culture, Asian especially, Japanese, Chinese, and all that, they nature is a main element for any natural therapy or treatment with respect to stress relief or any other issues, also body pain, etc. And stress is one of the major reason of body pain, neck pain, etc. So pebble is having a multiple, different meanings as per the different cultures. So here it represents the balance, this particular Zen fountain. Okay. Zen fountain is also one of the element for mindfulness only. And this we have finished this. Now we'll quickly give the first layer for the candle also. And we'll give the first layer for all the elements. So let me give the first layer for water also. So I have a black. I'm going to take some white also. And I do have a plan for the pebble painting, mindful painting also. And I'm also going to conduct monthly workshop, 3-day workshop. That is a paid workshop. So initially, I will be starting that with, getting started series. At least for a month, I will be doing the getting started. So there it is for those who really want to start their journey in the quick phase. So this is what, my main motive for conducting workshop. Because live sessions and all, in workshop, it will be continuous 2 days or 3 days. So that activity will be done. Along with that, it will focus on many other elements, which I am not doing in the live session. So let's give the first layer for water also. So in water, if you see the exactly water, we call it transparent, but basically it's not transparent, because it's a reflections always will be there, and depends on the environment, it creates a different shades. So I will tell you what exactly, water shades today. So let's start with the base layer. So I'm just going to give some, dot. It's again the water element, and you will be wondering why I'm doing it black. So it is just a base layer. Okay, now give the parabola. Parabola till here. Consider water level is till bamboo only. Give the parabola and make it slightly thicker. Thicker in the sense, if you might just imagine that if water is flowing from the bamboo, initially it will be more, right, in the flow, and then slowly that, you know, what we say, that water flow, right, it reduces. It's not visible, but it happens like that. Okay, so try not to give the exact parabola. You can just, change slightly. And remember, it's a base layer, so no issue. So this is the first layer for the water. Okay. Now just wash the brush. We are going to paint the first layer for candle also. So in this way, we will be finishing, and we can dry that all together. And I'm just taking the different brush because we have used, black. So it will override all other colors if I mix it. Use the same brush. So I'm just taking some other brush with the same size, small size only, round brush. And when you are doing the work with the small painting, always keep small sizes of everything. So on need basis you can do. Otherwise, you have to wash it, and that consume time. Washing and then using the same brush. So there is nothing wrong in having, same brush, different copies of that. I mean, different, brushes with the same size. That is also fine. So more you will learn, more you will understand the need of having a good brushes, especially, shade also. You will start with the basic and then you can move to the higher brands. But I am not recommending for this particular, sessions and all. Take whatever suits to you because we are working for the stress relief and not for the decor especially. So I will suggest whatever is suitable for you, you can take it. So I have done orange, and here it will be the round candle just below the pebble. So if drawing you haven't painted you properly, then you can correct it because it will be below pebble because give a we have to give a reflection and elimination also, that eliminate, right? So that we have to show over the stone. So this is your round candle. Below part you can make it slightly darker. Mm, okay. Sorry, lighter. Slightly darker is fine. Now this is a base layer for this particular candle, but you can complete the candle part because it doesn't need, too much of detailing. Just take a lighter shade of this one and give some circular movements the way I am doing it. Okay. Okay. And below one you can take it, make it slightly darker because we want to show the depth. Okay. Take some more lighter and just to give the bright part of it. Okay. So This is almost done. Rest will be water will be coming. So nothing to worry. This is your candle part is done. We have to just draw the flame. So that also we can do it now only. But what I'll suggest, let's try it once. Just a minute. Give me a second. Okay. So no issue. I don't have dryer right now. So let's continue. So with the flame, I am going to give it using the yellow. So I have this, yellow along with, you know, it's the orange only, but it's a brightened, flame. So I'm just taking some orange and I'm going to just make it slightly bright shade for the flame. And I will give the flame in above direction, the first layer. See, do not worry about, perfection, etc. Flame is coming, that is coming, because we are doing for the, mindfulness and for relaxation activities. So do not focus too much on the, perfection part. Whatever way you imagine and think flame should be, you can do that, and you can represent your version of that. That is fine. Okay. So this particular is a flame of this. Now just wash the candle. Now start doing it one by one, uh, layer, layering part. So we'll start with the stone. Let's take black and white only and make it grayish. So that is your second layer for the stone part. Okay. So we have a three balanced stone. So we have to just highlight, some portion of the stone that reflects the light reflection. Okay. Just do like this, because color of the pebbles are black only. But if you'll see right with the light, it will never look black. There will always be a reflections. So this is your, okay. So this is the second layer. Now we'll finish the third layer also and take some white. Okay. And just give us some, so that represent the lighting. Sometimes it shows in the middle. But middle part is basically flame. If you remember, right? We have told that also. So exactly this flame is on the middle. So we are going to use the flame reflection only. So I'm taking the same shade with the flame, and I'm just going to give a, slightly, it's a reflection here, reflection of the light. So everywhere it will never be there. Somewhere, some portion depend on the intensity of the, it goes, upward. So that will come. And some will be on bamboo also. So bamboo also we are going to give it. So just take it on the brush and give it as per your understanding you want to represent. It's elimination. Because elimination is also one of the illumination is also one of the highlight for the Zen foundation. Sorry, Zen fountain. Okay. Illuminating, giving a light, etc. So that is also one of the element. So now you can take some yellow and give some brighter so that it's visible. Even earlier was also, fine, but because we are not drying it, right? I don't have dry right now. So sometimes that one layer will absorb another. So now it is looking fine for me. You see here, na, it is coming fine. To give even highlight to the flame also, you can take some white and give it some sections, not everywhere. Just take it like this. So it will look more, illuminated. Some portion of the light, not everything. And just take a black and put a dot here. Not exactly, So that is like, it's burning and that element is there. It's fine. Not compulsory, but I'm just giving out detail. Now, let's take water. So we'll start with the flow, water flow only, and then we'll cover it here. So let's take the same brush, wash it and wipe it. Always keep one cloth or tissue with you. And what I'm going to do, first layer we did for the water flow. Now next is a lighter gray. So I'm taking gray. You can see here in my plate, it is a gray. And do the second layer. So how you have to do, you have to put a dot here because we are representing water, right? So give it like this and then you start doing it like this. Okay. So basically water takes the image of the its reflections, whatever is background or intensity of the flow. If intensity of the flow is high, it will never be transparent. It will be normally, grayish and then white. But if water is flowing with the slow flow, then it takes a reflection or the, background images. So water is not having its own color. It's all depend on its, surrounding or its speed of the flow. So now we are doing the third layer and I have taken the white and you can see the stroke how I am giving it. Yeah, just now. Yeah. So this is the third layer. Let it dry and if anything is remaining then we will do it later because I don't have dry. So with this is done. Now bottom part we'll do it later. Let's complete the top only. I have a yellow with me and I have this to give the bokeh effect. So before giving the bokeh effect I have to give the mist also. So to giving the mist I have this round brush where brushes are scattered. So this particular brush we cannot use to give the shape but we can use it for the tapping. So I have that brush and what I'm going to do, mist part I have to use a zinc white. Zinc white is called the transparent white. You can use the titanium white also, but for the titanium white you might have to use multiple layers, like slightly you have to give grayish and then on top of the titanium. But if it is a transparent white, you can directly just take it some portion here and tap it over the plate so that it's not having, it's not a bunch of the color because we are doing the mist. So for the mist, you see the technique, it's like this. That's all. We never paint. We keep the transparent, background only and we take the color but we tap it so that only required part is there which is sufficient to create. Otherwise it will become white only na. Then what is the use of painting so many layers? So we just want a mist effect. So for mist, etc., zinc white, I will highly recommend to have it. And mist, you can, it's a, especially if you are nature oriented, anything you will paint, there will always be a mist effect you can give it. Whether it is a mountain, it is a field, or it is valley, especially. So you can always give the mist effect using the zinc white. You don't even have to go into multiple layers also. That is the advantage of, that is the reason, I have so many shades with me. I can just manage with the six shades also. But every shade is having its own significance. Although you can do everything with the mixing, but if you are really want to save time, then having the shade is always helpful. You don't have to blend it and mix it and then make it and then try it if proper shade is not coming, because every time it doesn't come whatever you're trying. So that is the reason, to save time also. But whoever is starting their journey, it's not necessary to buy everything all together. Start with the six shades, basic shades, and once you will get some practice, then you yourself will, get fond of it. Then you will think, you will analyze it. Time equivalent to money. And if you can save time, then definitely you're right. You will buy the more items. Even there are so many brushes style also comes, which are dedicated for just a different stroke only, specific stroke. For example, waterfall. You can use a fan brush, anything, right? So those are the specific brush element which you can use it, and it really saves time. It's not just about the saving time, also it's about giving effect also, right? When you are putting effort and you have a proper tool, then it can literally change uh, your entire environment. So now it is done actually. Some mist will come once water will, hit the even floor. So I will give some over bamboo also. So this is done. Wash this brush. Now next we have to give the bokeh effect, and I have this foam, and I am taking the yellow like this. I'm tapping it over the canvas. So and I'm just pressing just to see that it shouldn't be too much color. Otherwise, I will paint the entire layer, right? I will spoil the layer. So that is the reason I'm trying. If you have a paper, you can try there also like this. Whether it's having the sufficient color or you just tap too much color on. Too much color is not required to give the bokeh effect. Just do like this much, only this much, not too much. Now on top of that, take a zinc white and tap it like this. And on top of that only, you can do that. Okay, like this. Looking good. No, that's enough. It will be otherwise, too much. So this is done. Now Voka part is also over. Now we have to just give the water flow. So for water flow, you can choose the brush. See, we don't need any, we are not going to put anything on shape. In the sense, it is just a flow. So you can use any brush, but ensure its tip is slightly pointed. So use the round brush only, and nothing to be worried with respect to the shape, because it is just a flow we are going to give it. So let's take the sap green. Whatever I told you, water never have its own color. So whatever is a reflection, that reflection will be there. Otherwise, gray or white. So let's start with the color which we have used it. We have used sap green in episode 1, in episode 2, and this. and somewhat of yellow, and rest will be the candle reflection. So everything we have it already over our canvas. So now just pour your brush with the water and start with the green sap green. Take some green like this and brush and add some water on this, because we are not painting here. We are giving a water flow. So 1 second, it is not coming fine. Take some more paint. Okay, and mix slightly, green also. Let's see. So let's start that. Okay. Okay. Now wherever water flow is coming, na, that will be slightly whiter, as well as it will be more watery. I told you water is doesn't have its own color, but whenever flow is more, na, that turns into the white, and it will be reflection of the gray also. So this mid portion we will be covering with that shade only, but consider that outside of the mid portion I'm going to do that. Okay, this mid portion I will do it later, and then rest part will be flowing, so this canvas cannot cover everything. So nobody, give slightly. See how I am painting with the loose hand. See, it's not a paint, it's a just giving the flow. Okay, and rest is the green only. Rest will be the reflection of the your sky or whatever it is. It is a light green. So nothing to be worried with respect to the that part also. So do not worry, just do like this. Okay, that's all. So this particular color is done. Now let's take the some lighter green also. Same brush I'm using it, and in between I'm just already it's lighter green is there, but along with this I'm giving some effect of it. Okay. Okay. That's all. Not too much. Too much is also a problem. So you can take another brush, any brush you can take it, ensure it is round, you know, and then having a 1 second. Let me wash it. Now we are going to give a reflection of candle. So candle is a orange shade. So I'm just taking some orange, orange shade, and how I'm giving you just see that. Just mix some, yellow also, make it slightly brighter, and how I'm giving. Always reflection goes towards the water flow. But in this candle, we are not covering the water flow, after where it is going. It's a canvas is small. But in original painting, I have shown that also, but it is not required for the small canvas. Right now, we are just finishing this painting. Okay. Otherwise, it goes in that direction. So that part is we are not covering here. That is enough. This much reflection is enough. On top of that, you can give, exact even shade also. Some portion here, not. So it is up to you. And see, I'm using the loose, hand. I'm not painting. I'm just, dragging my brush. That's all. Like this. Now here one flower will come. So once we'll draw that flower, then we'll put a, it's a reflection. So let's continue. Putting a flower is not compulsory, but this particular flower, na, which is their white, what it is called, I'm not getting name, but that is a majorly spa related. So I want to add that also. So we can add that, not a shoe. Let's, start with the base layer of the flower. So I am taking same color because I can use it for my this water flow. So that is the reason. So I am taking very light gray. Although flower will be white only, but I'm starting with the base layer, which is a very light gray. You can draw that, and then you can but let's, directly take the measurement and start doing it. And this is a small flower. We are going to put it here. So it's a base layer. Okay, you can cover that and let it dry. After, you know, drying it only, we'll do the next layer. Meanwhile, we'll do the other part. Okay, so this is a your base layer. No, do not change the brush. Do not change it. So we are going to use it here as a base. So what you will do, just put a tap here like this. Tap here and take a black, slightly black, and mix it here, you know, and give the waves with the grayish like this. Okay, like this. Half inch anyway, it will go in the framing. So do not worry about, giving a proper shape and flow, etc. Anyway, it will go. We don't have enough space. So just leave that. Just focus on wherever this water is hitting, that particular level. So just to give that proper, you know, wavy part. Otherwise, rest you can leave it. We are not covering everything. We don't have space also. Okay, now this particular part is done. Now we have to give certain waves, which is not exactly circular because it looks so artificial. Everything is in, oval shape. So we are just going to give it here somewhat different like this. You can give it. And let's take white and put a, dotting effect here because water is literally, going there. So what it does normally, it comes as a burst, within even normally it gives a, slightly curve, curve in the sense, uh, it will create a depth, wherever it is hitting it, and also water flow will increase in the sense when it is increasing or it is hitting, it becomes a whiter shades. It will never be a grayish or, exactly. So that is the reason you might have seen waterfall also, which is in very high speed. That will be always a white shade, not a transparent or exactly, water flow. That is the reason. So with this, we are done. Now I'm seeing some, gap here with respect to. So I'm just increasing my this. I'm trying to put a depth here with the darker shade. So I'm just taking some black. See, these minor thing you can do it. It's not compulsory. Main part we have done already, and it is coming out well. If you'll see, I'll show you from fire. So it is coming out. If you see that dot part is not coming properly, you can change the layer in the sense you can just use some more black and do the dot and wait for it to dry. Then again put on top of that you can give a slightly white color. Because I don't have a dryer, so I cannot show you immediately. And at the end we'll do it. Just leave that part. So let's give it, wherever you have done black shade, nearby that you can just do this slightly. So with this, water flow is completed. Now what is remaining? Remaining is flower. So I'm washing the brush. This is the last activity. I think we have covered almost everything. And it's almost done. Only white. So in white, I'll take a fresh white. Reason is I have already accumulated all white. So we just need a orange and slightly yellow and white now. Okay. to complete this particular flower. Already gray shade is there. Now take a titanium white in the small size brush, and you know already shape of the flower. Do not override all the places. Take less paint and some portion you highlight that. Not everywhere, please. Okay. So what happens? Whatever gray shade is there, na, that gives a reflection. That we are doing it for reflection. Or exact white, if you will cover everything with white again, so whatever we have done, right, to give that reflection, there won't be any use of that. So we have done with this, that's all. Over painting is also a problem. So do not paint it. That's all. Just take white and slightly, orange on that. Just mix it. Very less because very small flower. We don't have to put too much effort also. So normally it is yellow color actually. Now I remembered. So take yellow. So it will be slightly, mm, not orange, not yellow, somewhat in between. So let's take that and give a shade here with the small brush only, like this, mid portion. Okay, this is done. Now I have to highlight it. Highlight in the sense, especially mid portion. Let's take some orange and put a dot here. After putting a dot, just see we are not overriding the existing layer, but what I'm trying to do it, I'm trying to highlight the petals so that it is visible, depth will come in the flower. So only this portion. And just take some white, yellow. If you feel like it is too much orange, you can take the yellow and correct that. For me, it is fine. If I'll do more now, it will become something else, some other flower. Let's take some white also because I'm feeling like it should highlight some more, white. And this is the last layer. Okay. Okay. That's all. Now you already have a white. If anything has been left, you feel like it would have been, highlighted. I'm feeling like this part I told you, right? Let's wait for it to dry. So I want to do somewhat here. So I'm just taking that and I'm just, doing it some portion here. That's all. Because that is a main Zen fountain we are calling it. Along with that, some I want to give a water effect here also because we have painted without drying it. So sometime it doesn't come. So let's do that. That's all. Now it is looking fine. If you really want to do some more part, it's not required anyway. You can put some drops also in bamboo. Not compulsory. Do all those things. Yes, this is fine. Okay. That's all. Okay. Okay. With this particular thing is done. Now one more thing is remaining. That is the reflection of flower. So let's do in the same way, the way you have painted the flower. So we started with the base layer, right? So let's take base layer of the flower with some, gray shade and water is here and just, give that like this. And reflection also go take a shape according to water flow also. So nothing to worry. Now take white directly, and on top of that, so it will become a light grayish. And exactly white layer is also coming, no issue. Okay, this in this way. And somewhat you can do it here. Okay, that's all. Now let's take somewhat of orange here, orange and yellow. Both you can take it together and just you can do the. See, it is a reflection. So reflection, exact flower reflection will never come actually. Okay, so oh, here I have spoiled. So no problem. Take a some green and cover this also. 1 second. Yeah, it is fine, but I think I have overdone this. So just override with the reflection of either a green, some portion. You can take a green or you can override that with the candle reflection only. If you feel some portion is overdone, this is the way I manage it because it's a layers only. Okay, so nothing to be worried about it. If you feel something has been overdone, then you can just correct anytime. And merge this, reflection with the reflection of water, whatever, water is flowing. So it will look slightly natural, slightly merge it. Too much is also not required. Hmm. Okay, that's all. Some final touch up I'm giving it with the green shade only. Here. And this light green. Hmm. This is done. So this entire part is done. Now let's take a brush and put your name here. I'm going to put my name here. Okay, I'll put it on the bamboo, over bamboo. Let's take a white or yellow and put your name here. That's it. So with this, we have completed this painting and I am super happy because I was not expecting you to finish it. So we have done this and this is the expected one. The way I was expected, it came out really well. And I'm happy about that. And I'll put, even picture of this. And I also recorded today's because we have used multiple effect, although in hurry, but we have used so many, techniques there. So please do watch that video one more time. And anyway, live streaming is there. And if live streaming didn't come properly, then I will upload that video also. So thank you so much for tuning with the Zen Fountain, Minds in Fountain. Please attend my next series also, and I'm also planning for one workshop, 2-day workshop only in this month, and please do attend that because that is going to cover the basics, and that is a getting started series. So if you are so far you haven't done anything, you can attend that workshop because that will really give you the starter pack. It's like if somebody don't know holding the brush also, but if they know how to hold the pen, they can start painting it. So my outcome of that brush is to getting started. So please do to attend that workshop and enroll for that I'll keep it minimal price, and I'm going to keep that on weekends only. So please do attend that. And there will be a two series for that, getting started one and getting started two. So you can attend one of them, and I will highly recommend you attend for this month end 2-day workshop only, which I'm planning it. And There I'm going to teach a lot of other techniques also, and that is also too with respect to the relaxation. So please do attend that. That will really help you if you haven't started your journey yet. So bye bye. I'll see you in my next live stream sessions. So take care. Bye bye. Take care.